Welcome to page 2. Let's look at the ultimate marble problem together. Kim, Slim, Jim, and Tim all collect marbles. Kim has K marbles in her marble collection. Now on the side here, I've written the names of each of the different characters in our problem to help me keep track of how many marbles they each have. I would suggest you doing the same on a separate sheet of paper. Now right in our explanation of the problem, we find that Kim has K marbles. So I can write there Kim equals K. Let's look at A together. Slim has 5 times the sum of Kim's number of marbles and 4 in his collection. Write an expression to represent the number of marbles Slim has. Do not simplify. So I know Slim has 5 times, so 5 times the sum, so that'll be addition of Kim's marbles, K, and 4. So K plus 4. 5 times K plus 4. That's how many marbles Slim has. Now I'm going to put parentheses around K plus 4 because I'm multiplying each of those by 5 using the distributive property. I'm not going to simplify it because that's what the problem tells me. Now let's look at B together. The number of marbles in Jim's collection is equal to the product of 2 and the difference between Kim's number of marbles and 3. Write an expression to represent the number of marbles Jim has. Do not simplify. Okay, so I've circled or underlined some important phrases here. Why don't you go ahead and pause the video and see if you can do it, and then come back and we'll do it together. Okay, so the number of marbles in Jim's collection is equal to the product of 2, so we know we're multiplying by 2 times the difference. That's subtraction of Kim's marbles, K, and 3. So remember, we're looking at Jim, product of 2 times K minus 3. It's kind of similar to Slim's marbles, only we're subtracting instead of adding. So 2 times K minus 3, again, I put parentheses to remind myself that I have to distribute that too. And I'm just going to go ahead and erase the times sign there because we don't really need that. We can just put the 2. Awesome. All right, C. The number of marbles in Tim's collection is 8 less than the number in Jim's collection. Use your expression for Jim to write an expression to represent the number of marbles Tim has. Do not simplify. Again, go ahead and pause this video and try letter C on your own and then come back and we'll do it together. Okay, so we're looking at Tim's marbles and it's 8 less than the number in Jim's collection. Perfect, I already know how many Jim has. 2 times K minus 3. Tim just has 8 less. So I'll go ahead and write 2 times K minus 3 minus 8. That one was pretty simple, right? Let's look at D together. Now, write an expression to represent the sum of all of the number of marbles in all 4 marble collections. Don't forget Kim. This is where us writing the names of each of our characters and keeping track on the side helps us. Okay? So, sum, that's plus. I'm going to add all of my different expressions here. K, 5 times K plus 4, 2 times K minus 3, and 2 times K minus 3 minus 8. I'm going to add them all together and then simplify them. Now that we have our problem written, I'm going to actually use the space beside my paper here to do the problem because I have more room. I would suggest doing it on a separate piece of paper. And I would go ahead and pause this video and see if you can simplify it on your own, which you can because we've been doing this for a couple days now, and then come back and we'll finish the problem together. Okay, first thing is I'm going to distribute my 5 to K and 4, 2 to K and 3, and 2 to K and 3 again. As we've done in our other problems, I'm going to keep rewriting my problem every time I do a new step to make sure that I don't miss anything. This also helps us to be able to see if we make any mistakes along the way. Then we know exactly where we're having trouble, and we can go ahead and fix our mistake without having to do it all over again. So each time I simplify another part of the problem. Now that I've multiplied everything, I'm going to go ahead and rewrite the problem so that all of my terms, my like terms, are together. So I'll put k, 5k, 2k, and 2k together because they are all like terms. I'm going to just keep simplifying them step by step. Okay, I've combined all of them that have a k in them, so now I'm going to combine my other like terms. I'm almost done. Eight minus 8 is 0, right? So my answer is 10k. See how simplifying can make things a lot easier? We took this long problem at the beginning, and now we have 10k. So on my worksheet, I'm going to say, see my work on the separate sheet of paper. And you can go ahead and just upload a picture of your separate sheet of paper you did your work on along with your worksheet. 10k is my answer. Now, let's move on to letter E. The sum of all of the marbles in the 4 collections is 100. Okay, so I just found the sum, which to be 10k. So if they're giving me a number, that must mean that 10k equals 100. Let's think about this. 10 times k. So 10 times what equals 100? Well, since I know my multiples of 10, I know that 10 times 10 equals 100, right? That means that k equals 10. So let's look at the different numbers here. How many marbles does Kim have? Well, I see here that Kim has k marbles, and if k equals 10, then Kim has 10 marbles. How many marbles does Slim have? Well, I'm just going to plug in 10 for k. 5 times 10 plus 4, 50 plus 20, that's 70. Wow, Slim has a lot of marbles. How many marbles does Jim have? Same thing, just plug in that 10 for k. 20 minus 6 equals 14. And lastly, how many marbles does Tim have? All right, I'm going to move over a little bit here because I'm running out of space on my page. 2 times 10 minus 3 minus 8. 20 minus 6 minus 8, and I'll just go ahead and simplify that like I've done before. 6. Now, to make sure that I've answered all of these correctly, I'm just going to go ahead and add them all up and see if they equal 100. So 10 plus 70 equals 80, 80 plus 14 equals 94, and 94 plus 6 equals 100. Perfect. I know that I've gotten all my answers right now. Let's look at F. Could you have answered the questions in E without simplifying your expression first? Explain in your own words why simplifying expressions is helpful in solving problems. Well, the answer is no. I could not have answered the questions in E without simplifying my expression first. But I'm going to leave it up to you to tell Mr. Pruner why. Have fun finishing up!